Hi there, welcome to the Makeshift Adventure blog. Here's me, Tech, and we've got Sky here on the camera.
What's up?
Using my phone. Probably gonna do a pretty decent picture for you guys. Anyway, we're gonna go out and buy myself a vape. As you may know, I'm a smoker, and I decided maybe I should cut back a little and go to an alternative method. So we're going to in a store in Waterloo, which is supposed to be pretty good. Let's hope this business actually exists, unlike our first adventure vlog where we went to a sushi place that didn't exist, went to another sushi place that didn't exist, and finally found an actual sushi place. So,
well, I mean, at least I know this place exists.
So at least this place should exist. So we're going to drive over there. We're going to buy the vape. We're going to get back in here. We're going to talk about how our experience was. Maybe we're going to do an unboxing, and we're going to do a first test. So see you then. Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
Alright. Hey there. Welcome to a Makeshift vlog.
Welcome back.
Welcome. We missed you. So, the other day after the last podcast, Sky here does a wonderful thing and he pulls out his vape. And I have ever yet to use a vape. But after using his, yeah, here it is. Here's his. It's a pretty simple, cheapy unit.
It's cute.
After using it, I decided I liked it quite a bit. And I decided, as some of you may know as a smoker, you may have seen it a few times in clips, that maybe I should cut back a little more and get one for myself. So we went down to our local shop, and it was called Vape for Life up in Waterloo. And pretty nice guys, taught me a lot, showed me a lot of things. And so we bought this one, the EVOD2 from KangerTech. It has a lovely little box like this. Came with the starter pack and 2 flavors for about 102 Canadian dollars.
Yep.
It was totally worth
Shit,
it.
$102?
$102.
That's cheap.
Fuck, really?
That's cheap for a lot of
That is a pretty cheap, very low entry price, especially because it comes with the 2 flavors.
That's
and
fucked
2
up.
pens.
This kit in particular comes with 2 pens already in it. Ready to use, ready to go. All you have to do is you take it out. Now this one is a nice red finish. You can get them in black, silver, pink, and a dark blue.
It's pretty much just a royal purple.
Which is pretty much a royal purple.
Are these the flavors over here?
Yeah, those are my 2 flavors over there.
Do you want to show these as well?
Yeah, sure. So I got
We'll get
these
to that after the unboxing.
2 flavor
Oh,
jugs.
sorry, no.
We'll talk about more of those in a second.
That doesn't give a fuck about you.
So we've got our pen. It just comes in a nice little sleeve. Pull open the box here, and just have a cute little user guide manual. Tells me how to open it, use it, refill it, not break it. It comes with a little box here. Inside my little box, there are 5 coil replacements. So I guess I can get a pretty good amount of use out of it. You know, coil will last a long time, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have a coil generally lasts me two weeks.
So in essence, they gave me a month or so supply of coils.
Now, with vaporizers, you have this little piece, and it's the coil. It's the part that heats up, which turns the juice in it to vapor, which allows you to inhale it. These need to be swapped out every so often once they burn out.
It's like a light bulb coil. I
Yeah,
guess. It burns out.
Basically, so it's one of the only 2 expenses for vaping. That and the juice you use to put into it.
Yeah, because the pen itself has a very long life, and if you use it for a really long time, I guess you'd have to just replace the battery eventually.
Yeah.
This one is rechargeable, and inside it claims to be a USB charger. So I've got a USB charger. Whoop.
And there goes the wall down.
It comes with a wall adapter with a USB end. And here we've just got our plug-in USB, and it has a screw in. So I guess when I need to recharge one of these pens, I just have to unscrew the bottom, screw it into the unit,
And boom goes the dynamite.
and boom goes the dynamite. It recharges itself, which is really useful. And one of the reasons why it comes with 2 is so I can have one battery recharging while I use the other unit to do my vaping needs.
And so you could potentially have 2 different flavors on go at once.
Oh, absolutely, it's very useful like that.
Especially if you wanted to have a zero for those times you don't really want the nicotine, trying to cut down.
So what is a zero?
So a zero is a juice, which we'll get into later, but it's a juice with 0 milligrams of nicotine. There's no nicotine in these juices. There's nothing, no addictive properties.
It's just a flavor.
Recently I got Alpha over here, mild vape pen, with a 0 in it, so he could kind of get into vaping without getting into the more addictive side of nicotine and all of that.
Just for the social aspect, really.
Cool smoke stuff.
Cool smoke stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we're no cloud chasers.
Whoa, watch out.
Watch out, they're
Big
gonna come
words.
get us.
Now, Cloud Chaser is somebody who has the big pens that produce big puffs or clouds of smoke.
Now, I set up this thing earlier. I took it out and I filled it up with my first juice. I got a tobacco substitute flavor in it. And it just makes a very small cloud. That's it. That's all I can do. That's all it pushes. But there's some people who think that isn't enough. And when they haul on one of these things, they want to be enveloped in fog. It is a passion for them. They want to make the biggest cloud possible for them. And that is the goal of vaping. We're like some sort of filthy casuals to them.
If you
Filthy
walk
casuals.
into your local vape store, chances are you're gonna see an entire wall of smoke and about 4 or 5 people sitting around a table.
You're gonna open the door and just this fog will roll out, and you'll just see a whole bunch of people sitting around like a table with coffee, talking about how much extra cloud their vapes can
Just
make.
jerking each other
Oh
off.
my god.
It's
that's
a circle
so
jerk.
dumb.
Yeah, it is. It
That's
really
so
it
dumb.
is.
No, because we live in Ontario right now. There's very little restriction on these devices
Yeah.
currently.
So pretty much the only 2 laws, we were in there talking to him about, I had asked him what the laws around them were. The only 2 laws he said that apply to them is you can't sell the juices, you can't sell the equipment to anybody under the age of 19, and what was the other one?
Okay, so he can't sell the equipment to anyone under the age of 19.
Oh, and you
can't
can't sell a unit filled with nicotine product.
So he can't sell his already filled unit with nicotine e-juice in it already. Which is why if you went to the corner store here in Ontario and you bought one of these e-cigarette pens and you just got it, right, it's already filled, ready to go, one of those disposable units, it doesn't actually have nicotine in it, it's just a flavor. It's just a flavor vaporizer.
Now, I bought my first vape pen from a convenience store. It was empty, came with a Java Zero flavor, which is just a coffee flavor. That's what I had started with, but I could then put a nicotine flavor into it if I was to, like, when I went and bought it,
So if you were so inclined.
which I was, and
So
I had.
we were asking them, so it turns out little Timmy there, who's 8 years old, can walk into the store, buy e-flavored juice, which has a whole lot of nicotine in it, and go home and give it to Mom, which is apparently okay.
Right.
But he can't buy the pen. Now, some companies have it as a legal trade agreement with these companies. Is that, say the ones we got, these ones are called Gold Seal, and this company requires the seller to ask for ID when they sell, otherwise they won't do business with that company anymore.
Right, but that isn't a law. That's something that company has decided to,
Right, as an agreement for trade.
which is a really honorable, respectable thing.
They're trying to be responsible as a company.
Right.
So these things come in all different concentrations. I think this one is what you said. So this one's 6.
6. Yeah, it's 6 milligrams of nicotine.
What are the other ones? There was increments of what? 0,
0,
3,
3, 6, 12,
and 24.
24. I think it goes up. I think we missed a step, but yeah,
I
pretty
think
much.
there's another increment that we're missing, probably like 18 or something.
I'm pretty sure 24. I've actually heard of higher nicotine
Oh
counts,
my.
but I'm not sure if that's popular. People mixing their own juices. I'm not sure how that works. But a 24 is very heavy. Like I smoke maybe a pack a day, and I can't handle a 24.
Yeah, some people, if you have those higher levels, it just goes straight to your head, and it can make you sick if you can't handle that level of nicotine.
Well, if any of you out there have actually started smoking, you'll know what nicotine poisoning is, and that's where you smoke too much and you have those dry heaves and headache.
You're in a dry sweat, and you're in your best friend's bathroom vomiting and shitting your guts out.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, like
That sounds like something different.
maybe like Sky's bathroom one time, a few times. A
For
handful
like
of times.
the entire first 2 months of you smoking.
Yeah.
Wow, and you continued, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, it would be the odd time.
Look at
Like,
you.
I could have like a smoke, But sometimes when I was with them, they'd have another cigarette almost like within 35 seconds. So I would try to match pace, and I'd put another smoke in my face. And I'd get through that smoke, and I'd be talking, and about like 45, a couple minutes later, I'd start just sweating. And I'd feel like I'd throw up and
remember
shit
that.
myself.
I could just see Sky like coming over your shoulder, just like, all right, listen, you gotta fight through this. You have to continue smoking. So
I didn't.
know.
No, he leaned over my shoulder like, you're a fucking retard.
Yeah, don't smoke so much, man. You can't handle it.
Man.
Yeah.
Man. So, you got any questions for about this, Alpha?
Yeah.
You got nothing?
No, not right now.
Turns out, right now in Ontario, you can use these vaporizers anywhere. There was supposed to be a new law passed this year on January 1st, but it got pushed back because we're in the legalization process of marijuana, so shit hit the fan, and so it got pushed back, so right now it's still up in the air whether or not we can use this in public spaces.
Are there laws against vaping in other countries?
I do
In
not
Alberta, there's, he was telling us that in Alberta there were different laws for vaping. You cannot vape in public areas.
No, like, if I wanted here, I went into the mall, I could pull out my vape pen and start vaping, if it so pleased me. The only restriction is if I'm told not to by the business owner that I'm in, then I can't do it.
That's their right to,
So the building owners, it's their right to tell me no.
mhm.
So I can't say, oh, I can do it, so I'm in a public space, I can do this.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like
it's their right.
hooligans who have argued like when they walk into like convenience stores.
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff,
oh,
like,
yeah.
excuse me, sir, you can't do that here. It's legal. It's not illegal. It's not illegal though.
Well, yeah, sometimes,
Sure.
I'm 100% sure.
sometimes people confuse laws and rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And
if I went into a restaurant and I started using this thing, I think that's wrong in the first place to do that in a place full of food where people are eating. I think that's wrong.
Mhm.
well, yeah.
But if I wanted to, I could do it, and if the manager came over and he said, put that away, I would do it, assuming he didn't throw me out.
Which is another very valid possibility. I mean, you are putting this really heavy vapor into people's faces while they're trying to enjoy their meal, which they're paying most places a decent amount of money for.
So, I mean, some bars allow it. Some bars will allow you to vape while you have a drink, which I think is cool. I mean, I can get it in a bar.
That's cool.
Especially if you're there, like, late at night, everyone's around the counter, they're all drinking, so.
Remember
wonder
the
if
days
some
where you
people-
were allowed to smoke anything anywhere?
We were very young at that point.
I know.
Oh god, did we even exist at that
Yeah,
time?
94.
No, actually, oh yeah,
we were
we-
probably zygotes at that point.
I existed at some, I may not have been born, and I may have just been extremely young, but yeah, that was acceptable at some point to smoke inside a restaurant.
You might have been semen at that point.
Late 90s is when those laws started coming into effect, so we would have been like fetuses, or like babies,
Yeah, like toddlers.
toddlers.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, let's take one apart
Let's take one
and
apart.
show you the different pieces.
Alright, so we're gonna take this here, step one here. We're gonna take apart the empty one.
Yeah, that's what I figured you were
Just,
gonna do.
just so it comes nice and
So we're gonna
it
show you.
comes in a little condom.
We're gonna show you to take one apart and fill it.
So step one. What's step one here? I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, so step one, you're gonna unscrew the battery,
Okay,
right?
since I have no idea what I'm doing.
So right here, you got a rechargeable battery. Comes with the charge.
Press it 5 times, it turns on.
Now that's not the same for all vapes. My vape doesn't actually have an auto on or off feature. It's on, it's off.
That's cool.
Mine can turn on and off, which is good if you're storing in your pocket. You don't want it to go off.
Exactly. So right here, he already showed you, Tech already showed you how to plug it in.
Yep,
That's
simple
your
screw in. Works easy.
Next, we're going to show you your mouthpiece right here. Comes off. Most of them
it's
don't
just-
screw on.
It's just a friction fit
Mhm.
with
Comes-
with a little washer to hold it in so it doesn't leak.
So this piece is something you want to be cleaning regularly. If you don't, it can lead to canker sores, build up. You're not going to have a good time if you let this get dirty.
I guess it's like a viral buildup from your mouth.
Yeah, well that and the vapors leave a residue which can clog your chamber. You're not going to get a pull off it, you're going to think your coil's burnt out, you're going to replace it 3 times, and you're going to get frustrated and think your vape's broken.
Pro tip:
Good thing to
clean it with a Q-tip.
clean it with Q-tip. Actually, I just use toilet paper.
Whatever.
Whatever you can make it through that little hole. This is a smaller one, so you're probably not going to be able to use a Q-tip.
Pro tip, Q-tip.
Yep.
Next, your coil.
So
Unscrew this piece.
So we have our chamber, and if we unscrew the bottom part,
Now, this is a bottom coil. There are other brands and types that have different coil placements, different coil sizes. Coils vary from pen to pen or from tank to tank.
It seems to be a manufacturer choice.
So much like my pen, it unscrews from the bottom, right there. If
Here.
you want to hold your tank, show you the tank.
So we got the tank here. You can just, we have our windows, our bottom. The bottom is inside. It's just hollow. It's a straight tube. I can see right through the thing. So
Next you have your coil, which is also connected to this little piece that mounts it into the vape.
So we have our screw, our Betty connects. We have another thread here, which is what connected to the tank. We have our little washer, and this top part. This is the coil.
Yep.
Okay. And once again, it is see-through. It is.
Yep.
It is a hollow tube.
And now we're gonna unscrew that piece.
We can unscrew this.
Yep. Because you have to. This is how you change a coil.
Okay.
We're gonna pretend.
So if I screw off this coil, it came off really easy. So this is the coil all by itself, and this, I guess, is our bottom adapter.
Yep. So when you change it, pretend that's a new coil. You screw it back in, finger tight. Which.
Oh yeah, you want to be gentle with these things. You don't want to break them. So nice and gentle, nothing too tight. So we got this back together. So how do I fill up my chamber?
Now, so to fill up your chamber, you're gonna pass me your coil. You don't take your coil out to fill your chamber. So
Okay.
pass me that.
So here's our. So I thought we had to fill it without the coil.
No, you fill it with the coil back in it.
No, did he?
Yep.
I thought he did without it.
Oh, maybe yours is different.
Yeah, mine's different. Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry. This one is different.
Yeah, some of them you can fill them with the coil in it, some you can't. But this one I have to fill it without it.
Yeah,
specifically.
mine fills with my coil in it.
So before I was using a tobacco substitute one. This one is a vanilla and pear flavor from Gold Seal.
Right.
6 milliliter. Yeah, 6 milligrams per liter would be nothing.
Milligram.
All right, so here it is. It's just a little teardrop piece on the end here.
It's a 6 milligram juice.
So I've got to tip it on its side.
Now,
And
before you fill that,
I got to keep an eye on the window, and I don't want to get any of the juice. Oh, there's this little metal piece in the side here. It's, it goes up to about this height, and I don't want to go past it. Otherwise, I'll come out the bottom here.
well, let me get it up to the camera because I want to show them.
Yeah.
In this little piece, if I can get it on camera, there is a little hole right there. You do not want to get juice in that hole, or you'll choke. You do not want to get juice in that,
These
or
things
you will.
taste amazing as vapor. They're your worst nightmare in your mouth in its liquid form.
Right, and you'll clog your.
What if
your
you
tank.
drink that?
You will get very sick. It is toxic.
It is toxic.
With or without tobacco, or nicotine, you do not want to ingest this ever. Under any circumstance, do not drink the juice.
Sky, have you done this?
I have gotten juice in my mouth while pulling incorrectly off my pen, and it is the worst thing you will ever taste. Please don't do that.
How did you pull incorrectly? What did you do?
You don't suck. You let it
Okay.
fill up in your mouth. You breathe through it. You don't haul off it like it's a cigarette.
So I've got it filled up just about to the point of the choke line.
I've done that before.
So
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna,
shouldn't.
I'm gonna put this in.
Like that?
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. That's how you get juice and stuff.
Screw it.
Back. It's not bad so much. You can clog it. You can get juice in your mouth. You're gonna have a bad time.
But once
You
again,
do that.
just finger tight, right?
Yep.
So I got it all filled up. So I'm gonna turn it upside down. And I can't use it right away because the coil is dried. And the material, it's like a cotton. It has to soak it up.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I will just end up burning it.
So you let it set for about 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes.
Probably enough time for me to get all this shit cleaned up and we'll probably try it out.
Enough time for you to have an actual cigarette.
Can I see that flavoring that you just put in?
Oh, you want to look at the jars?
I would love to.
So, okay, that's the black velvet. Here we go. We got our vanilla pear.
Vanilla pear. Wow. There is a poison symbol on this.
Yeah,
We
there's a
actually-
toxin label on it.
We had an interesting discussion with the vape guy as to why that toxic logo's on the vial.
Alright, where the heck did I put
Oh,
that?
it smells really good though.
Talk about it.
And that's because of farmers, apparently, because initially a pack of cigarettes is $14. Well, in reality, it only costs them like $2 to $3 to make them, produce them. The rest of that's all taxes because the government taxes
Well-
the hell out of nicotine products
Welcome to Ontario.
in Ontario. You guys don't have the same problem in the States, but in Ontario, we get taxed the hell out of our nicotine products. Well, farmers weren't making enough overhead off of. Was that it?
They They were using the nicotine as a pesticide, was the issue. And because the government considered nicotine to be a tobacco product, they were taxing the crap out of it. So the farmers went and they petitioned the government to make nicotine not a tobacco product because they said nicotine should be an industrial chemical because we use it to produce your food. Now, granted, the government wanted food that cost cheap, so they decided to cut the farmers a break and make nicotine an industrial chemical instead of a tobacco product.
Which is why we can now afford to buy these jars for $20 as opposed to $120.
It would probably cost us like 40, 50, 60 bucks for that little jar because the nicotine would be a tobacco product. You think this bad boy is ready to try out the new flavor?
I'd give another minute.
Alright.
Dude, on the back of this thing, it says to wear rubber gloves.
Oh yeah, don't let it touch it. Oh yeah, it was great. It's like, don't let it touch your skin, don't put it in your mouth, don't put it in your eyes, don't let it touch your clothes.
It says, do not swallow, do not get in eyes or on skin or clothing, keep out of reach of children, obviously, and pets, do not use if pregnant or breastfeeding, wear rubber gloves, and then it explains on how to open and close the thing. And then first aid treatment contains something that I can't pronounce, contains nicotine. If swallowed, call Poison Control Center or a doctor immediately. If in eyes or on skin, rinse well with water. If on clothes, remove clothes.
Where's the line where it says, if in lungs, enjoy?
If in lungs,
it's not on here.
Now the messed up thing is if that was not a Gold Seal bottle, if it was any other kind of bottle, a 5-year-old could walk into a vape store and buy it.
What's so
24
special
milligrams
about this one that this one's so dangerous?
It's not that was
No,
dangerous.
like a different brand. Some brands don't put the buying restriction on it.
The Gold Seal makes you be
So
19
fucking good.
before
Does
you
it?
Yeah, it smells so good.
I'm so excited now. I want to try this so bad.
Here,
Now you're probably good now.
smell it.
Oh my god. Alright. I have to find out.
Here, smell it.
Yeah. Here, smell it, guys. Oh my god.
Do you mind if I...
Yeah, it's like
Is it delicious?
it's like vanilla yogurt.
It is a godly.
It's a
It
godsend.
is so godly.
Please, Alpha, just try.
No.
Alright. Alpha doesn't like nicotine products. We don't blame him.
God damn it.
Peer pressure.
Peer
We're
pressure.
gonna try to peer pressure
We
him
endorse
again,
peer
Pretty
pressure.
endorse. This episode is sponsored by peer pressure. Pressuring you by your peers.
That was so bad.
Doing drugs since 1994.
but that's like seriously, that's like vanilla yogurt. My god.
That's actually pretty epic.
That's amazing. I'm gonna have to like label these. I'm gonna have to like one called like tobacco, one called fruit.
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 Or you could just use one at a time. Just like leave one somewhere.
Oh yeah.
I would do that.
I'm probably just gonna have like one at a time, like ready on the go.
The problem is you can't tell the difference looking into them.
Well, actually, I noticed that one of them tightens slightly different, like which way the tank faces.
So, but if I do this, and then back to you.
Tobacco. Tobacco.
That's like me saying, which one's my phone? Choose.
Somebody.
Okay, we're gonna shuffle text phones. All right, hold on. These are all text phones. These are actually all mine.
Talk to yourself in third person.
I am. I like to deal
You're
drugs,
missing
so
one.
I have multiple phones. Oh yeah, bring over the other one. Okay, so
Put it in Alex's phone. Just for good measure.
all right, so we've got.
You have to believe my name, yeah. Your name.
All right, so now we got 5 phones, and yeah, this is an ancient slide phone. I apologize for all of your.
Ancient. Why are you
Ancient.
apologizing for your old shitty
I
phone?
am sorry that you had to see such a relic. All right. I feel like I wonder if millionaires do this. So they go to the store, buy 52 really cheap smartphones.
Exactly 52.
Exactly 52.
Okay.
Not 53.
Not 51.
Not 51.
52. Or if bought 54, and they made each one so each of them their background is a different card face, and they'd be playing poker
Oh,
like
I get it. With
flush
iPhones.
with iPhone specifically. They'd call it the $1 million card game. Million
Oh my
dollar
God.
poker.
That's fantastic.
The jackpot is all the phones.
All the phones. Why would you want 52 iPhones? I don't
So
even
you
want
can sell
one
them.
iPhone.
I don't want one iPhone
I don't,
either.
I don't even want a single iPhone.
Galaxies for the win.
Alright. So that was our unboxing of the EVOD2. So keep on keeping on, guys.
Rate, comment, and subscribe.
So,
Like, comment,
Like, comment, and
subscribe.
subscribe.
He's
And,
living in like the 19 whatevers.
2006.
so yeah, try vaping up for yourself and keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
Keep it on.
Remember, we love you.
No, we don't.
No, I don't.
Oh.
Why would you lie?